Welcome to HC Supply's how-to videos. This video is going to cover measuring a slab door and filling out the appropriate form. When working on any project, keep safety in mind. There are several things to consider when measuring a slab door. The width, the height to the nearest 1/16 of an inch, hinge placement and size, measured from the top down, lock set and deadbolt placement, mortise and bolt plate placement, and then door thickness. When filling out the fabrication form for slab doors, before starting, please be sure to clear the form and delete previous pre-filled form information. Fill the top portion of the form completely, to include account number, property address, property name, whether it is an order or a quote. Also include a fax or email so we can send a quote or order confirmation. Indicate on the form if you are requesting a hollow core or solid core door. Most interior doors are hollow core. Indicate the color on the form. Some colors are regionally stocked. Call for more information. Please review your order form thoroughly to ensure that the appropriate boxes are complete. Incomplete or conflicting information can delay order processing. When measuring a slab door, measure the width and the height to the nearest 1/16 of an inch. First, we'll measure the height from the bottom of the door to the top, and we have 79 1/8 of an inch. Now we'll measure the width. Once again, to the nearest 1/16 of an inch. This one is 29 15/16 of an inch. Now we'll measure the door thickness. When measuring door thickness, they're either 1 3/8 in thickness or 1 3/4. Measure from edge to edge. You'll see that this door is 1 3/8 thick. Now we'll move on to the hinges. When indicating hinge placement on the door, all measurements are taken from the top of the door. To measure the first hinge, you measure from the top of the door to the top of the first hinge. In this case, 8 inches. You always measure to the nearest 1/16 of an inch. Now we'll measure the second hinge. When measuring the second hinge, always measure from the top of the door to the top of the hinge to the nearest 1/16 inch. This hinge measures 68 inches. You would indicate that on the form. To measure the size of the hinges, measure from the top to the bottom, in this case 3.5 inches. Other hinge sizes are 4.5 and 4. Next, you need to measure the radius. There are 4 radiuses available: 1/4 inch, 5/8, cut through, and square. This you measure from edge to edge, and in this case you have a 5/8 inch radius, which is the most common style. And now it is time to measure our back set and our lock set, and also the mortise and bolt placements. When indicating the location and size of the mortise and bolt plates, first measure the size from the top to the bottom. In this case, 2 1/4 inches. Measure the radius from edge to edge. This one is 1/4 of an inch. And the standard latch bore is 1 inch in diameter. When measuring lock set or deadbolt placement, first you measure the back set. Back sets are measured 2 3/8 or 2 3/4 inch to the center of the lock set. This one is 2 3/8 of an inch. Next, you measure the vertical placement from the top of the door to the center of the lock set, which is 44 inches. All standard lock bores are 2 1/8 inch. To determine handing or swing of the door, first you face the door with the door swinging towards you. If the handle is on the left and it opens this way, it is a left-hand swing. If the handle is on the right and it opens towards you, it is a right-hand swing. Things to keep in mind when measuring a slab door. Provide measurements to the nearest 1/16 of an inch. All measurements must be taken from the top of the door. Please remember to include handing information, whether it is a right-handed or a left-handed door. Please remember to fill in the detailing sections when a cut is needed. If a door is cut more than 1 inch in height, it must be re-railed. An additional charge will apply. Also, it is important to provide a part number to indicate both style and color of the slab door.